All right, so we got leads coming in through our outbound campaign, but ultimately you got them on the get them on the phone with you. So what are some tips, some hacks to just be a better appointment setter for the warm leads that are coming in from your outbound? That's what I want to pick your brain about today. Share some of the methods that are working and just put our heads together.
Great. So it's going to be like a actionable
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Not a lot of theory, just like good stuff that will increase your booking rate. Cool. Um, all
Do
right,
you want to
Jeremy.
start?
I do, and I'll call out something I have seen, heard. Don't delay. Like speed
Oh,
has to happen. Come on, why is that on your
my
list?
first one is reply fast.
Reply fast. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
keep the
so
momentum. That's the idea, right?
that's right. And if you want some help replying fast, set up if you don't already have it through, I know Quickmail has it, right? There's like the reply sentiment. Just make sure you pay attention to that, get alerted when a positive response comes in so you can be lickety split. I like Slack alerts for this kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fair point. I have my EA actually just doing it. Oh, actually, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's not really my point here, but it could be. So if you have trouble with that, just get someone else to do it. Like it doesn't have to be your name. Like my
Yeah.
EA is actually just replying on my behalf. So I told her this is
There
my
you go.
campaign, this is my strategy. So my first hook, first email, if they accept the connection, it's a LinkedIn campaign. If they accept the connection and start talking, this is the next thing I want you to talk about. And if they want, then go and schedule a booking, or well, I'll say it after what's the other text, but basically just get someone else to be on top of things. If you can't be on top of things, get someone else to be, because then it will pay for itself, right?
100%. I love that. Hey, put 10 minutes on the clock or
Oh,
else we're going to ramble. And while
as
you're doing
usual.
that, quickmail.com is what you need for your sending platform, and
Yep,
salesbread.com is what you need for a lead a day. Okay.
exact.
So the next thing, for some reason, I'm wording this like what not to do just in the beginning. Relax. But don't give this super long, lengthy reply with the PDF that you want them to analyze. And you're smiling because you probably have something like that in your notes too.
No, I'm,
No,
I'm smiling
beautiful.
because that's usually what people do on their first touch. So if they got a reply, they already went over that bump.
It's crazy, but like it's so if somebody replies with interest, move them to the call. Please do not have them jump through a hoop. That's probably like the golden rule of scheduling is just straight line to the call. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it longer than it needs to be. Just they've already shown interest. Make it easy to grab a call. So that means no long videos, no PDF attachments. Um, like all that stuff can come, but it's clutter.
Yeah, you phrased it funny because my one is a subsection, which is the second part, which is basically remove friction. And
Okay.
that means in order the
How did I say it?
friction,
How did I call it?
well, no, no,
Straight straight line.
yes, exactly. So that was good. So what I'm thinking specifically, in terms of calendar, is that because obviously at some point you're going to have to agree on a time. And so what I'm thinking specifically in that case is that what is the easiest for the prospect? If I have my own calendars. If someone is asking me my time, I don't want to look at their calendar, check where my stuff is, and look
Right.
at my, like, it's annoying. So usually what I do is when I actually try to book a time with someone, I just say like, can you send me your calendar? In case you don't have one and you want to check some availabilities, here is mine.
That's a good one.
And at the third one, I say like, or if you prefer, I can have Miji, which is my EA, super EA by the way, to go and schedule a call with you. So I basically give them like the
Genius.
choice of things. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be like a super like your link, or you want to check for when you want in my availabilities, or you're
Yeah.
gonna have the hand holding from my assistant. Either way works.
Easy.
I just want to talk to you.
Remove Frishkin. That's perfect. All right. So I
Right.
got a couple others. So reply on the channel that they are engaging on, right? Like if you get an email reply, keep it there. You get a LinkedIn reply, keep it there. You got them on the phone, keep it there. Either way, you're going to hear me say use multi-channel. However, in the beginning, that first response, don't don't be weird and just like switch up the channels immediately, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I
Uh,
do switch channels, to be fair, from LinkedIn to email because most people prefer it. Like LinkedIn inbox is an absolute mess and a horror movie. But you're
but if
right, the
somebody
first
goes on
reply,
LinkedIn and
yeah,
says, "Hey, I'm
definitely.
game for a call," right? The
Yeah,
first reply,
your first reply is not
exactly.
going to be by email like, hey, you mentioned on LinkedIn you were game for
There
what the
you
hell is
go.
that? Yeah, of
Exactly
course.
right.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, but let's talk multi-channel because once you get a positive reply, this lead becomes in a special tier of leads. This is the I've heard what you're offering. I like what you're offering. The time is right for me to explore this. They become VIP leads, which means you have to approach them with multiple channels. I'm kind of thinking the standard LinkedIn email phone, and what's nice is since you've already gotten a yes from them, um, I can't even remember if I've gotten like a negative response. You know, like if I'm following up from someone who asked me to follow up, I mean, right, Jeremy? Like, have you ever followed up two or three times on a few different channels from someone who wanted to talk to you, and then they like push back saying, "How dare you aggressively reach out?" Not
Not
really, right?
pushback. Ghost
Yeah.
happens, of course, but pushback, no, not really.
So keep that in your back pocket when you're like, oh my gosh, I just sent him a LinkedIn yesterday. Should I really send him an email today? My advice is like, yeah, like they're just busy like you are. Help them
Yep.
out. Okay.
Yeah, I
And then
mean,
I'm gonna
lots of times there's things that fall through the cracks, right, for me. And so, I
yeah,
come back and say, hey, things for being falling through the crack. I'm sorry.
right.
Are we still down for a call or whatever? Like
Easy.
it's fine. People got so many things in their inbox. It's easy to forget. You're not
So
priority number one.
let's riff on this. So things have like we're not priority number one. There's so many things going on. I'm gonna share the most aggressive hack of the episode on my half is if you've gotten a yes from somebody about your offer, they want more from you, they want to talk, and they just haven't gotten back to your first two or three messages via LinkedIn and email. Um, okay, it's aggressive, but it works. I do recommend testing out, just book the damn call with their email. And if you book it on your calendar as if
Yeah, it
you're
does work.
them,
Yeah.
then here's what's funny is like it shows up on their Google Calendar or their whatever Microsoft Calendar as if they accepted it already. You just need their work email, which is pretty easy to get.
Well, if you're
And
connected on LinkedIn, you usually get it.
yep. And again, something I don't see a bunch of pushback from people that have said yes, right? Like maybe the times don't align, but I wouldn't. I mean, I'm almost like comfortable just saying you should expect a 60% show rate if you book the call for them, which is pretty crazy, you know?
What I would say for people hesitant to do that, and I know I'll be in that bucket. Although we did use that tactic with
I
different
know
ways,
you
but
did.
what I would do is like as soon as the call is booked on their calendar, is to just basically
Oh,
reply straight
100%.
away.
Yeah.
Right. It's just to
Go
reply
ahead.
straight away and
Tell them
say
what you
like, hey,
say.
by the way, I took the initiative to go ahead and then book a
Yeah.
time. I saw a slot. You are available since you mentioned you wanted to talk. I want to show you a few things relative
Yeah.
to that, whatever. Then, I just went ahead and booked a call.
Yeah, and the only tweak I would give there is like if that time or day doesn't work out, let me know. We'll
Oh,
find
that's
something
lovely.
else. Right. And that way, I think it's just like calling out, we're all busy. I'm just helping moving things forward since
Absolutely.
you said you were interested in X. All right.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
brilliant one.
so we got 3 minutes left. What about no shows, Jeremy? How do you get people to like basically show up more? I only have one hack for this, but it works really nicely. If Do you see how I just set myself up for that?
Yeah, go for it.
Ask you a question and answer it myself. That's my
No, that's
old
so
dirty
good. It's so
trick.
good, man.
All right.
We're
So
friends.
I'll pull up a text message and send them if somebody doesn't show up to a Zoom call 3 minutes. They get a text from me. Hey, it's Jack from Salesbread. You asked about setting up a call about why here in the Zoom room, joining question mark. Nobody has ever, and I've done that like plenty of times. Not one person has
Too many
said go to
times.
hell. Yeah, everybody that responds says like, oh, thank you, just left the dentist. Oh, running late, so sorry. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised when it's kind of like this, Jeremy. It's like the more opt-in you have, like the more engagement first from your person on the other line, then the more aggressive you're kind of allowed to be. Does that, you see what I'm
I
saying?
think, yeah, but I don't see that as aggressive. I see that as, helping them. So it's like, I raise my interest, but please, hold my hands because I don't
Yeah,
have the energy or the luxury to just look at when it's gonna work or whatever. So,
yeah,
sometimes like I was having like a sort of like follow-up stuff, and I was like 3 months down the line, the guy say, "Thanks, Jeremy, I finally have time now to have a chat." It's just like it's great. It's just like, it's just because the timing, like they had too many things on their plate right now, and it
yeah,
just needed like a bit of time. And so yeah, you're not priority number one, unless it's a neck bleeding problem or whatever. So you're not priority number one, and
yeah,
all you can do for your prospects is just help them going through. And until they say like, no, I'm not interested, then carry on. Yeah, I love
yeah.
that.
And
And I do the same thing for the no show, by the way, but I do it with more with email because obviously I don't have their mobile phone. So for me, it's just like as soon as I don't have someone like within 2 3 minutes, I send
so
an email
pause
and
for a
say,
second.
"Hey, I'm in
Yeah,
the room, by the way. Are you coming or not?" Question mark.
there you go. And that's something you could always add them on LinkedIn if you're not already connected. So you could DM them there. But you're right.
Right, I do that as well. I actually use the channel on which we are talking.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've got one more little side thing. It's like, let's say somebody really and truly doesn't show up, book, they just say they're interested and they're gone. Um, I would do one final reach out on the channel that they like best and say, hey, looks like we couldn't line up this time. I'll check in next quarter. In the meantime, I'm going to throw you on our email newsletter. We send a few messages out on helpful tips. And in the meantime, keep your eyes posted for some posts here on LinkedIn, or, I'll do the same. We'll reconnect, right? Like,
Love
can't
it.
really, can't really get better than keeping them in the loop with content, and then just actively put a reminder to check back in 3 months.
Question for
That's
you.
about as good. Yeah, hit me.
What if the person doesn't show up a second time? Do you get mad?
That's happened. That's happened once. That's
Oh,
happened once,
okay.
and I did lose steam. And I'm like, hey, guy, if it's really like that, I'll just kind of take a step back and I'll say like, you know, I, I don't want to read into this, but maybe this isn't a priority right now, right? And I'll just maybe send that message. And
That's cute.
I think it's important to kind of call out like, look, we don't have to do this.
I love
We can
it.
be friends, but come on, let's not do something we don't want to. That's a good question though, Jeremy. Cool,
All
man.
right. Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jeremy. Good
Good
stuff.
episode. Bye.
See ya. Bye.